Hello, this is MathCast3, creation date 4/15/24. The intended audience is grade 4. The content and learning objective is a transition from 4 partial products to the standard algorithm for 2-digit and 2-digit multiplication created by Xander Gage. So we're going to start off with some simple definitions like we usually do. We have our first one, multiplication. So the basic definition of multiplication is A times B with an X or using a dot. So later on in math, you kind of phase out the X because you're going to have variables, but we won't worry about those. So in words, A times B, the total of number of objects in group A if there are B objects in a group. So that really means like 4 times 7, which this is your 4 is your number of groups and 7 is your number of objects in one group, if that makes sense. Our next word we have is product. So the product is the result of multiplying 2 or more numbers. So we have some basic examples up here. So like 2 times 3 is 6. So our product would be the number 6. Or like 4 times 3, or 3 times 4, would be 12. Our product is 12. So let me give you some more examples just to make it a little bit more clear. So like say we have 7 times 4. Our product would be 28. Your product is the end result of what you get from multiplying these two numbers together. Our second vocab word, or third vocab word here is partial products. So what we have here is partial products, a way of multiplying in which the ones, tens, hundreds are multiplied separately, and then the products are added back together. So an example would be like, let's do 12 times 4. So we're going to start by multiplying our ones, which would just be 8. And then since we're going to be multiplying our tens together, we're going to put a 0 here as a placeholder for our ones. So what's 4 times 10? Just 40. So then we're just going to add those two together to get 48. That's our end result. That's using partial products. All right, let's jump into our first example here. So it says solve 43 times 22 using 4 partial products and 2 partial products. Remember to think in terms of units as you solve. Write an expression to find the area of a smaller rectangle in the area model. All right, so first let's do we can do the straight up and down multiplication first. So it's nice that they broke it down like this for us. So we know that we're doing 3 ones times 2 ones first. So that's just going to be 6. So then we know that 3 ones times 2 tens is what? 60. And then 4 tens times 2 ones is going to be what? 80, I think. And then for our last box there, we have 4 tens times 2 tens, which is going to be 800. So let's go over to our area model here. So let's do it in order. So 3 times 2, which is this little box over here, is 6. 3 times 20 is 60. 40 times 2 is 80. And then 40 times 20 is 800. So all of these match up with all of these down here. So our final product will be 6. We have how many here? 14, so it's going to be a 4 here. Carry the 1. 946 in total, which will be, if you look back to our vocab, our product. So for our second example here, it's smaller. It's 2 partial products. So we're going to be doing larger numbers times each other. So we're going to be doing 3 ones times 22 ones, which would be 66. And then we're going to do 4 tens times 22 ones, which would be 880. So now let's go back to our chart. See how they took away that little extra box. They didn't separate the 22 into 20 and 2. They have it just as 22. So it's going to be 66 and 880. And our final product should be 946, which is the same. Just broken. This isn't broken down as much. So on our second example, it says solve the following using two partial products, but they didn't break down our area model here. So we're going to have to break it down for ourselves, but we can cheat a little bit and see in our words over here that they kind of broke it down for us. So by having this 5 ones and the 110, we can see that they broke down the 15. So we're going to write our 5 over here and our 10 over here, and then our 64 will go on the top. Since we're working on the area model, we can do the area model first. So what's 5 times 64? 320. And then 10 times 64 is 640. And then we can just plug those numbers into over here. And then our final product will be 960. That's just the area model, and that's just breaking it down into two partitions. So for our final example here, it says solve 52 times 26 using two partial products and an area model. Match each partial product to its area on the model. Okay, so they didn't give us anything here. We're going to have to do everything from scratch. All right, so it's probably going to be easier to break down the 26 when we do our area model. So let's do that first. Let's just set that up first. So we're going to draw a big old box and just separate it like that. That's our area model. So when we separate it, we want the bigger number, the 2, the 10s, to be on the bottom to represent the larger area. And then the 6 is going to represent the smaller strip we have here. And then the 52 is just going to go on the top, because that didn't get separated. That's just all on its own. So now we can set up our standard algorithm, 52 times 26, like this. And now when we have it here, we can do it the same way. It'd be 6 ones times 52 and 2 tens times 52 to have it kind of set up the way they've been setting it up. So the way they have it, we can multiply these out. So 6 ones times 52 is equal to 312. And 2 tens times 52 is going to be equal to 1,040. So if we plug these numbers into our little chart here, so the 312 will go into here because it's 6 times 52. And then the 1,040 will go into our larger box of 20 times 52. So if we add these numbers together, we're going to get 2, 5, 3, 1. Our final product, if we remember, is going to be 1352, or 1,352. Thank you for watching. The MathCast resources is Engage NY, and this is created by Xander Gage.